Live.
Hey,
It is what it is. What's
what's
good,
good?
my guy.
Are we back? Are we officially back? We in the loop, ladies and gentlemen?
We in the loop. No radio.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
So pretty
Podcast
much, you know what I
status.
mean? For the people who don't know, who gonna see this later, who going, you know what I mean, not for no, whatever. You know what I mean? We been doing this,
Yes, sir.
but we was more music based before.
Right.
You feel me? It was more about upcoming artists and shit like that. But we will
Absolutely.
always start the show off talking about current events and hot topics and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And build
Sure
off of
did.
that. And then the guests that would come in, we would have them chime in on whatever we was talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So pretty much
yeah.
what we doing now is we excluded the music and we just doing the talking shit.
Yeah, yeah. Current events, a little bit of everything, man. But the bottom line is we still in the loop, and y'all gonna get in the
And
loop.
the pandemic made shit better. You know what I mean? We don't gotta go nowhere. We don't gotta be no specific place, no specific time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Technology done caught up with the world. You feel me? Even though this technology was here before, nobody was
indeed.
looking to actually, you feel me? So
Right.
it works out. You know what I mean? So since it's been a minute, fuck you been doing during the hiatus? What you been
Yeah,
fucking
man.
with?
During the pandemic, most importantly, man, just trying to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay ahead of the curve, man. Stay healthy, keep your family healthy, things of that nature, man. It's been real crazy. Vaccine mania
Did you
out
catch
here.
it?
You know what I'm saying?
Did you catch it? You know we can't really say the name.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, yeah, definitely. I got a whiff of it. I think everybody's gonna get a whiff. If people didn't get a whiff yet, I definitely got like a little whiff of it. Unfortunately, the immune system is, you know what I'm saying. So I lost a little taste and smell, and that was just it. I lost
Yeah.
that for about 10 days, and that was just
Mm.
it. You know what I mean?
Yo, real talk. I didn't go through nothing. The whole like, I don't know. But you know how they say some people is asymptomatic.
Right.
So some people have it and not know they have it and not have no symptoms or whatever the case may
At
be.
all, absolutely.
Right. But
Which is what they call
bro, I
asymptomatic,
was
right?
I was in the mix of shit. You feel
But were
me?
you positive though? You was actually positive,
No, I never
or you
took
don't
no
even know?
tests. I mean, oh no, I'm lying. I took tests to travel and shit, but
Right.
I never had a positive test. But I'm
Right.
saying like in the mix of the pandemics, when everybody was locking in, I
Yeah.
was outside, like not like they say outside in front of the building outside, like,
Right.
but I was, bro, like, you know what I mean? I was in Vegas, I was in so forth. I'm
Yeah.
mingling with people, like, you know what I'm saying? So
Same here.
it
Same.
kind of
Same.
it, it kind of made me somewhat a non-believer of the shit a little bit. Like even though we know Matt, we know people that died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And matter of fact, started off. We both know somebody mutual. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
recently passed away. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On the first. You know what I'm saying? My man Bosco and all that.
Oh,
Definitely.
absolutely. R.
You know
Keep
what I'm
it
saying?
possible.
Facts.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Legend and all
Right.
that. So
A
got to
couple of more
salute to
people.
that.
RP. A couple of people I
And
know. RP Lee Green.
it's,
RP Chulettes. A couple of people from my side.
the
You know what I'm
crazy
saying?
thing about
Let's just stay
that one,
supposedly.
facts. Nah, Bosco ain't had nothing to do with no COVID shit.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That was something totally different. But
Right.
it was crazy how I was fucking with you doing the radio shit
Yeah.
and you came to my block one time, I think for the block party or something.
Yeah. For the block party, told me come through. Yeah.
Facts. And you
Being
was
an
like,
event. Being an
yo,
event, by the way.
I know her. I went to school with her. I know her brother Bosco. And it was crazy. I'm like, what? I
Yeah.
grew
Talking
up
about
with this
Tammy,
nigga.
right?
She was bugged. Like, she was a small world type shit. Like,
Nah, I know. Yeah, I know that bugged you out. I
like
bugged out to see her. Like,
facts. Like, oh, what the fuck you doing over here? Like, and y'all from the same hood type shit. So it was like,
right.
it was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But definitely R.I.P. to my bro Bosco and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Stand
man.
up dude,
Absolutely.
good dude, all the
Yeah,
way
man.
around. I can't say a bad word about that man. You feel me? Like real shit.
Indeed. Indeed.
Um,
One of Millbrook's finest, man. That's a
like
fact.
good guy, man. BX finest, like for real, for
Yeah.
real.
Period.
Facts.
Indeed.
Um, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I kind of became non-believer of, and you jump into that wormhole of just trying to believe shit against it. Like it got to be some type of agenda. It got to be
Right.
something like I refuse. I'm not getting vaccinated and none of that, bro. I'm not
Right.
with it. I'm not doing it. Like
Right.
it is what it is. I'm good here right now. Now I mean the pandemic been going for 2 years now. Like
Absolutely. Absolutely.
why do I? Why would I feel necessary to go that route?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
Facts.
that's a very interesting conversation because a lot of people, including myself, like I said, throughout the whole pandemic, you know what I'm saying, was going doing what I got to do, you know what I'm saying, and wasn't really planning on doing that. But eventually, like I am, that's what makes it's crazy. Not one of the same. I actually am vaccinated at the moment because I had to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Like a lot
Because
of people, they forced they like let's
right,
keep it a buck. Let's
right,
keep it
yeah,
all the
yeah,
way 100. They forced a lot of people hand out here, bro.
they
Like
did,
it's
they
like
did.
survive or don't be or walk around unvaxxed. Like you
Right,
can't.
right,
It's not like they giving you some astronomical to do it. They giving you what you're entitled to. You
right.
understand what I'm saying? So that's another thing with it that make me like, nah, nigga, listen. As long as I could go without it, I'm not doing it.
Absolutely,
You
and
feel
that was
me?
my mentality
Like,
too. You know, so a
but
lot of
listen,
cut the employment
a
or
lot
whatever
of
they
people
had for me.
got people to take care of, and at the end of
Yeah,
the day, when you got people to take care of, you do what you got to do. You understand what
indeed.
I'm saying? So it
Indeed,
is what it is.
indeed. You know,
You
this
feel
is
me?
part time, so you know, dudes definitely have an employment that they partake in. So most of the people that have actually got for us had to did it for their employment. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
And
that's
so
a
listen,
fact.
some people wasn't with it. I get it.
But
Some
and
people
don't get it twisted. It
walked away
was
from
some
their
people.
jobs.
It was some people that was jumping the line to get that shit.
Right. I mean, listen, I took away from my form of financial obligation for a few months before I decided to to dive in. But you know what? Like I said, my hand was forced
I
to the plow.
remember
You know what I'm saying? Right. You
you
know, I
you
wasn't
waited it
really
out
with
as
it.
long as you could. I already know.
I really did. I wasn't with the shenanigans, but you know what? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'll say too, regarding that, a lot of people actually that actually got sick, that caught it and got real sick, was wishing they actually. That's what changed a lot of people's minds too about getting it. You know, since people was reluctant, but then got sick. You know what I'm saying? Real sick. I was like, damn. You know, when I get better, praying to God, when I get better, I'm gonna get back. Cause I know somebody personally in my family that happened to, kind of got real sick, and was like, listen, when I get better, I get out of this. Thought it was about to be over. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it got really bad. You know what I'm saying? But fortunately, they pulled through and decided to get the vaccine. They just thought that would be the better thing to do. So that's another factor in changing people's mind as well.
No, that's a fact.
You
Just
know?
speaking of shit that been going on, we recently had that crazy fire
Oh man.
in the what was that Fordham section, Belmont section,
Yeah.
something like that.
One of the Twin Peaks towers, Twin Parks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, man. There goes the article for you, man. Real
Twin
terrible
Parks.
thing, man. Horrific fire in the Bronx, January 9th, 2022.
Did they ever say what was the cause to that fire?
Absolutely. The cause was a faulty space heater. That was actually the official cause from the fire department. A faulty space heater.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, B. Yeah.
And
It was real
because you
tough
know
with a
what was
faulty space.
crazy, I seen this thing floating around the internet talking about all the complaints that was put into that building.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it was a whole bunch of complaints, but
It was. Regarding the heat. Regarding the heat at that.
possibly.
Yeah, no, definitely. That was reported. People were saying that they had to wear two and three jackets. That they was like they was pumping up just enough heat for it to come through the pipes, but not enough to warm the apartments. So it was coming up, but when you put your hand there, you'll feel it hot, but it wasn't enough to even get, what I'm saying, to halfway through the apartment because people was talking about they had to go to sleep with jackets on and coats and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a bad situation.
Nah, yo, you know what's crazy? I tried to think like I be feeling like I know the whole Bronx like the back of my hand, like you know what I'm
Indeed.
saying. So
Indeed.
I be trying to figure out like I don't think I ever came across that building. Like I don't think that building ever, like, whether it's the east, the west, the north, the south Bronx, whatever
Right.
part of the Bronx, I've been there and I lived there at a
Right.
point in time. Like, and you, you gotta walk around where you at.
Right.
But that shit was crazy. A lot of how many people? 19 people
19
died.
people. It was like about 9 children or something like that. It was a terrible situation, man. You know what? When you first hear the story, you think, well, most people, we know that smoke is what kills people. When you first hear it, though, fire, 5 alarm fire, you don't realize that it was just contained in that apartment. It was a duplex apartment on the third floor, upstairs, downstairs. The
Right.
fire didn't spread no further than that. It was the smoke. The smoke that traveled upstairs that killed everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And,
And
all
but
the
the
people in
crazy
that
shit,
apartment,
a
they
lot of people
escaped.
don't know when there's a fire in your building, nigga. You stay in your crib, especially those type of buildings. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Project buildings and shit like that. You stay in your crib is made to withstand the fire. You know what I'm saying? Especially when
Right.
the fire is below you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because you can't. Well, what you gonna do now? You outside. I saw an interview with a lady who was talking about it took her about 5 minutes to find the keyhole to get back in her
Right.
crib after she came out and was flooded with smoke, couldn't see
Yeah.
past her hand. You know what I'm
Can you
saying?
imagine that though? The smoke is so black. I mean, you can't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like people, also people was reported that people looked out their peephole and saw nothing. You know, you look at your peephole, the light shining, you see the wall across from your door and
Facts.
stuff like that, and you saw nothing. So I mean, it's really no joke, man. But you know what's so crazy? I was talking with a few other friends of mine. It's easier to say, but you know what? People panic in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? You panic and you want to leave your apartment, but you're right. The most thing you should do is probably put a wet towel under the door to stop the smoke from coming in, and just stay put. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit. But people, like you said, people panic, man. Nobody's
Panic,
thinking.
you just want to
You
get out.
want to get out and get the fuck out. You want to get the wave.
Your mind, you thinking, and the fire's gonna reach up here, so let me get out the apartment. And another thing I was saying too, people a lot of people that died, like that lived on high floors trying to go down, if they would have just went up. I know smoke rises, but you go to the roof. You know what I'm saying? But you
Facts.
can come out on the rooftop and you got fresh air up there.
Facts.
So, but it definitely easier said than done, man. So RIP to everybody that lost their lives, man.
That
It's
shit was
definitely easy
horrible.
for us to sit here and say that now, but in thinking about things, you be like, damn, man, if they would have just did this, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So,
So,
tragedy though.
On a lighter note, your man AB walked off the field.
Oh, Brown. Yeah, we gotta talk about that. We know that happened a few weeks ago, but we gotta talk about AB.
What's the
We gotta talk
vibe?
about this-
Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not entertained by football. Like, I like basketball, but I don't even watch that shit no more. Like,
Right,
but
right.
what's the whole stir up behind that shit?
Well, I mean, to put it in a nutshell, AB claimed that he was hurt, right? But there's a lot of stories, now, I wouldn't say misinformation, it's different information, but basically AB saying, listen, his ankle was a little hurt. You know what I'm saying? He's saying my ankle was a little hurt, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't ready to go back in the game. And coach, it was a certain set of guys that go in and coach like, listen, go in with those guys. And AB like, listen, I'm not going in there, man. I'm not going in there. And said my ankle ain't right. And that's when according to his statement, he's like, coach was like, oh, you're out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here, and like gave him the throat slash. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Arians was the coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Get the fuck out of here. Literally cursed at him and gave him the throat slash.
So he told him to boogie.
Absolutely, right on the sideline. When AB said, "Listen, I'm not going in with the unit."
So
that,
why they making-
Arians wanted to go in with?
So why they making this big whole outrage like he walked off and did something outrageous? If
Right,
the
and
coach told him to get
that's
off.
the miscommunication or the misconception that he just when it first happened that he just wowed out. But that's because of the history of Antonio Brown. You got to realize that the history of him being a kind of instinctively acting out and stuff like that. So people just assume the worst. But also on the flip side of that, he was saying his ankle was hurt. People are saying that he just wasn't going to reach his incentives because he's on a kind of like a pay to.
Yeah, I heard something like that. Like he, at the end of the day, he took a lesser contract, but
Right.
he had incentives in his contract where he will make that money back.
Right, according to
So,
how many catches and stuff like that.
but this is the
kind of
deal.
like a proven basis, like on a proven salary.
Whether he's hurt or not, does he get those incentives if he's hurt?
No, he doesn't. He had to get those
So-
incentives. He had to catch a couple of passes. I don't know exactly, but if he caught like a touchdown or say like caught 5 passes for X amount of yards, he would have got 330,000, then up to $1 million in incentives and stuff like that. So people on the inside are saying that it was about that he wasn't getting the ball, and he said he actually complained about that at halftime. I'm not getting the ball. So people are saying that that's the reason why he said he wasn't going in. But AB's reported like, listen, nah, that's not true. I didn't want to go in because my ankle was hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was actually on a podcast recently with some dudes, and he talked about it a little bit. And you know what I'm saying? He was saying, like, listen, my ankle was jammed up. You know, I have reports from New York City that, something off the bone and ligaments are torn and stuff like that. So there's a lot with that, man. AB said
Ain't trying to be a rapper too?
Absolutely, yeah. Pit the palace, man. Super gremlin stylist, man.
That's out of line, man. So at the end of the day, he ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing that was out of pocket. It's just the fact that he got a reputation for being out of pocket. So as soon as they see something, but did he have to take the jersey off and all that? Was that necessary?
Take the jersey off, take the gloves.
Was that necessary? Was that necessary? Did that add fuel to the?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? If looking back, he actually said that he didn't think he had to do all of that. But listen, man, a lot of people act impulsively, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I gotta say, if I'm on the sideline, say if what he's saying is true. If I'm on the sideline, my ankle's bothering me, and the coach talking about getting, I'm like, listen, coach, I'm hurt, man. My ankle right. I can't run top speed. I can't cut and do the things that I normally do for you to help the team, whatever. And he's talking about, yo, get the fuck out of here. I probably would feel like AB, like, man, this shit, get this shit off me, man. You talking about throw this shit on the bench and be like, I'm out of here. I don't want to wear none of y'all memorabilia, none of that shit. Get out of here. So
that shit sound good, but listen, at the end of the look, I'm a believer of you paid to do a job, nigga. Fuck your ankle.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Nah,
if you suited up, no. If you suited up,
right.
Go play, nigga. Why you suited up if you can't play?
But see, that's the misconception. That's what people are wondering. Like, well, you suited up for the game. If you ain't feel, you know what I'm saying?
That's weird to me.
Why suit up? So that's a lot of people feel that way.
That's weird to me. Well, what that shows me is you try to flex on your coach now. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of fucks sports up a little bit because these players are making more than the coach. So at the end of the day,
a lot of them are. Yeah,
right.
A lot of them are. Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, when you the high profile nigga on the team, it's like you just the coach, nigga. So the respect.
Let's not get it twisted. They get millions a year too, but absolutely most players, like top tier players.
But the respect level is different.
Yeah, coaches make a lot more money than other players.
I'm saying no. We're not talking about players down the bench. We talk about the ABs.
Oh no! Bruce Arians getting way more than AB per se. Are you kidding me?
No, but But then AB take a cut to play. So
at this point in his career.
At the end of the day, he's a bigger brand, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you're a bigger brand, you feel yourself a little more.
Absolutely.
Come on, like at the end of the day, we niggas here.
Yeah.
Niggas do nigga shit.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck is why? Like, why go the extra mile to be a nigga?
But you know what? That's the kind of what people are saying too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like,
you go the extra mile to be a nigga.
At this point in AB's career, like, you know, it's so funny. Like, he could have had 30. It's funny. He's talking about he's on a proven salary to dive a little more deeper on it. He's had so many shenanigans, you know, since he left the Pittsburgh Steelers and went to Patriots, then he went to the Los Angeles Raiders. He had $30 million guaranteed, right? Like, say if today is Saturday or something like that. Today is Saturday. All he had to do, and commentators and sportscasters reported this continuously. That's why I'm so vivid on the information, right? When he was down with the Raiders after he left the Patriots, and he's talking about I'm free. Mm-hmm. John Gruden brought him over there. He was signed to a $30 million guaranteed deal, right? And then I think what he did something with like he changed the helmet. He switched the helmet up, you know, from his old helmet and tried to, you know, wear that when they wanted him to wear new helmets. But all he had to do to get $30 million guaranteed was be on the roster Tuesday. And we're talking, this is Saturday. Today's Saturday or Sunday. All he had to do was be on the roster Tuesday, and he effed that up. And you know, and he effed that bag up. So now he's on a $3 million for the season with incentives. You know what I'm saying? So he's mad. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kick yourself in the ass for that.
Right. But how do you feel bad for somebody that does that.
No, indeed, and I mess with AB, but you know what? Indeed, I got to kind of agree with you there. You know what I'm saying? You can't, because he fumbled the bag. You fumbled the bag yourself. At least be on the roster to Tuesday, get your 30 million. He could have messed up Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? And been guaranteed 30 million. So I know he got to be kicking himself in the ass. You know, and there's other references to that too with Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder did something kind of like that. When LA offered him something like, I don't know the number, but people out there know what I'm talking about, offered him something like 15 million or something like that. He denied it, thought he was that good.
Right, he thought he was better.
Offer. Wound up signing with Boston
for way less, right? And they ended up. That's when they ended up getting Westbrook, who's Westbrook right now. But that's a whole nother.
Oh, Westbrook, it was Skip Bayless crazy. He made the name Westbrook infamous.
Yo, Lord have mercy. And I don't even watch basketball. I just based off of the sports commentators, man.
Right.
Like, Lord.
Right.
So yeah, you wanted to bring this in.
Absolutely, we gotta touch on that. Like I said, we just get back in the loop. So we know some of the stories are weeks old and all that, but we're gonna get back into the loop.
Facts. Like I told you before we got online and all that, like I had to do a refresher course on this joint.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about it. Cause you know what? I don't be getting into the Black Lives Matter politics or shit anymore. Like,
right.
I don't to that bullshit. So you know what I mean? Listen.
Right.
This shit was crazy though.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. Ahamad, Aubry, and it seems like we got justice. It seems surreal, right? Because we're so used to things like this happening to black people in this country, and justice is never served. So it seems surreal that they were actually found guilty. You know what I'm saying? And convicted.
Now the crazy thing about this, right? Similar to the George Floyd shit, is the fact that and the other dude, the dude in Atlanta that broke off, I forget his name. The cops tried to cuff him, and he broke off and ran, and the cops shot him in the back in the Wendy's parking lot.
Oh, I know what you're talking about too, right? I can't remember. Was it Walter? Walter, yeah, I think it was Walter something, if I'm not mistaken. It was in a park, right? Somebody's recording from behind the fence.
It was in a parking lot.
It was in a right. I think his name was Walter something, if I'm not mistaken.
Now this is the thing that I gather from these things. They have no issues. There is no problem with going online and seeing the full execution of any of those dudes. You can watch those dudes die in real time.
Yeah.
Well, not real time, but in real time as the video was recorded.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can look at it live on video or recording. You know what I'm saying?
What does that do to the psyche, though? What does that do to the psyche to see yourself, people that you identify with,
absolutely
murdered in front of you?
No, I mean, listen,
and broadcast it.
Like, right. I mean,
it's not even flagged.
I think, man, because first of all, you see yourself with these people, especially us as black men, right? And we know we have not every day, but we've had encounters with police, and we'll have encounters with police, and some of them more negative than positive, right? So we know that can be us at any time. So I think it really affects the psyche more than people know or want to admit. You know what I'm saying? It makes you antsy. Then police wonder why when they pull you over or they coming up to the block and telling everybody against the wall that we're so antsy. You know what I'm saying? Because we know at any moment they could just, our lives could be taken by these devils. You know what I'm saying?
But this is where, because as you see, based off of the George Floyd killing, there's been a lot of reforms going on and shit, like the bail reforms and defunding the police movements and so forth.
Indeed.
Like,
indeed.
I've been the guy, the ignorant guy, right?
Right.
Where it's just fuck the police because it's fuck the police.
Right. I mean, listen, it's our vibe. That's where we from, right? That's always been the narrative, right?
But then it comes a point where, like, at the end of the day, you got to open your eyes to reality. You feel me?
Indeed.
The city is on fire right now. The city's on fire. But not just the city. The country is on fire, bro.
Yeah, well, the country, absolutely. The country in itself, right? Not the city, the country.
The country is on fire, especially where we live at.
I mean, regarding police brutality? Or
No. I mean, as far as crime and violence,
right,
and just uncontrolled, non-control in the communities in which people like us live in.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
yeah, it's a lot of lawlessness going on,
bro.
A lot of lawlessness.
Shit is crazy, my nigga. Now listen. Like I said, I've been the ignorant guy, right? That is fuck the police just because it's fuck the police.
Right.
My mother's not doing crime.
Has that changed?
My mother's not doing crime, bro.
Right.
My mother doesn't do crime.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason why my mother should worry about being pushed in the subway in front of a train. For no reason. For no reason.
Right. But you know what's so crazy? I'm glad you segued into
like,
that. You know what I think the answer to that is? I tell the stupid people, stop standing at the edge of the fucking platform when the train is coming to the station.
That's a fact.
Period.
That's a fact.
Listen.
Hold on. Wait a minute. That's a fact. But I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm gonna say this.
Why do people keep doing it?
It don't matter. You can't blame the victim for a crazy nigga that pushed her in the train.
Right, and of course, RIP to everybody who fell victim to that kind
of
mortality.
Not only that, but maneuver the fuck up out of that situation to where now we need to find who this nigga is.
Nah, that's what's crazy too. Like somebody can do that instead. They always men wind up getting out the station because remember, people tend to mind their business even if you just.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on. There's an agenda going on, bro. I don't know what it is. Don't get me into the into the conspiracy shit. But at the end of the day, police I don't see police actively being police officers. I see them chilling. You go on 125th Street. My bro just told me, I was having a conversation with my bro the other day, live. And he was like, yo, niggas is out here selling drugs, using drugs, and the police is right there, and they don't give a fuck.
Listen, well, you know,
we're not talking about, we're not talking about bud and nothing like that. We're talking about the heroin addicts. We're talking 125th with the K2 world. Like, it's zombie land, bro.
Zombie land. Talking about
zombie land.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you crazy? The shit is reckless. See, I don't need police for me, but I can't be there for the people that I care about 24/7.
Right.
That's where the police is necessary.
Right.
See, when you're a criminal, your job is to avoid the police. The police job is to try to catch you.
Right.
That's the way the game goes. It is what it is. Niggas have purposes. Every person has a purpose. You understand what I'm saying?
As a civilian, what's your role as a civilian? What's people's role as a civilian?
What you mean?
No, I'm saying you said the criminal's job is to avoid the police, and then the police job is to catch the criminals. But the civilians
they're also there to protect the civilians.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The civilians play a part in that.
But at the end of the day, the civilians pay them.
You know what I'm
saying?
They
only get paid because the civilians pay them.
There you go, pay taxes, right? But to elaborate a little bit on that.
So do we want to go Wild West? Now, this is the crazy shit. We got to remember, we live in New York City.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It ain't like Texas. We can't just walk around. You feel me? You can't be.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean,
you can. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. You can, because it's pretty much allowed right now. Like, you can, But if you get caught with it, you already know it's a wrap.
Right. I mean, places like you got places like like Memphis. You know, what I'm saying R&B Young Dolph. We use open carry laws in other countries, other places, cities where there's open carry laws where violence is soaring sky high, right? Because you could just walk around carrying. I'm saying you see an op and you just want to spray at them. You know what I'm saying, or what may have you. But going back to the point of you saying about New York, how cops feel like they. Going back to De Blasio, people they feel kind of better. Shout out to Eric Adams, which I know about the politics too, but the black men in there, salute to that, right? They felt that they wasn't getting no support from De Blasio, so a lot of police felt that criminals were emboldened, and they just took a step back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cops took a step back and felt like they didn't have the support from the mayor's office. So I think that's why a lot of the laws has changed too as far as the DA right now. He has these new laws, the incentives about getting out of jail free card, not literally, you know what I'm saying, but like dumbing down a lot of these crimes into non-violent crimes, and people are getting out, you know what I'm saying, dudes are getting locked up 3-4 times and getting right out of jail because this DA has the incentives, you know what I'm saying, to let people out for non-violent crimes, you know what I'm saying. So it's just deep, man. It's deep right now on how the laws is carrying out on the streets and how people are responding to it, you know what I'm saying. That's a snap fact.
Now this one is part of that.
Police say posed as a food delivery worker.
We gotta bring this back real quick. Hold on.
New video shows a man who police say posed as a food delivery worker to enter a building in the East Village where he shot a man to death. 30-year-old Devon Venable was killed inside his family's apartment at the Lillian Walled Houses on Friday night. A police source tells us the gunman knocked on the door, which was answered by the victim's father. The suspect then asked if someone had called for an Uber before pulling out a gun and firing. Police are still searching for that suspect who fled on a bike.
That's crazy. I wasn't up on that one. This is the first time I saw that one.
Bro.
First time. People are getting slicker and slicker with the way they're carrying out these crimes, man, and these
Bro, you gotta be careful going to get the Uber Eats, nigga.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's different out here now, man.
You gotta be careful going to get the Uber Eats. Like, shit is crazy. Like, bro, the nigga he went to the spot and straight act like he was delivering food. And then clapped his target.
Right.
I ain't mad at that though. he just got his target. He didn't get nobody else.
Right.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying.
Right.
Be careful going to get Uber.
Right. I mean, you're not advocating it, but you're not mad at it either, right? Because they said his father answered the door, so that means his father answered the door. Went to get the son. Son came.
And he
did what he did.
Hey.
Now it's different out here.
How'd I go?
That's not the first time that people like.
You feel me? You gotta give applause where applause is due. When you do the job right.
When someone was disguised as someone else, and to carry out what they wanted to do. So it's very interesting. Very interesting what's going on with people.
But it's to my point. Shit is going down out here, nigga. Shit is going down, son. And you know what it is? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna tell you what it is, nigga. And people ain't even putting 2 and 2 together. For the past year, niggas been the most up they ever been in their life.
Oh, you said the most up?
Up.
As far as money?
The PPP and the unemployments, nigga, everybody was balling.
Now you know you're not lying though. You actually telling the truth.
Everybody was balling.
You're right. You're right. I mean, you're right, and I think you hit it on the nose. A lot of
and then
people
guess what?
more cash than they ever had before.
They ever had. Like,
you're right.
It transferred over, like, because at the end of the day, it did what it was supposed to do, which was boost the economy.
Right.
Because that's what it did. You seen the money. You see, no matter what you did, you knew niggas got money. If you worked in J.C. Penney. You see the difference in traffic between now and 6 months ago. If you work in Popeye's Chicken, you see the difference in traffic.
No, absolutely. The
You feel me?
spots,
Listen.
with lobster and shrimp every weekend.
Listen, you can take it to the Chinese restaurant. Everybody is getting less money than they was getting 6 months ago.
Absolutely. The stimulus is over. No more stimuli.
Niggas is going crazy.
No more stimuli.
But now that it's gone, niggas is going crazy.
Right. Absolutely. And you got to think
Shit
about
ain't worth shit, yo. Like, life ain't worth shit.
Unemployment was killing them. They was killing them on unemployment. Killing them, crushing them. I mean, I didn't have the luxury of getting any unemployment, but a lot of people was just sitting home and crushing them 600 a week, 500 a week.
How about, I ain't see nobody post no za in a minute, bro. Everybody was smoking the fierest shit out, nigga.
Absolutely.
And posting it up. Look. I ain't seen none of that. Where they at, bro? Where But then, on the flip side of things, they saying that there's a worker shortage. There's a labor shortage. Nobody wants to come back to work.
Right.
So, it's like, what the fuck is going on, bro? This shit just seems like a spiral hill. Like, listen, I don't trust nothing
like
that I don't know.
Reality, man. It's really like an altered
Nah,
reality.
but it's real. It's real.
Right, and it just alter. It just seems like an altered reality because it's weird. It's actually weird out here. You know what I'm saying? It's very weird. You know what I'm saying? In terms of how things flip. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, how people's running around happy, having a lot of money, and then, you know what I'm saying? They stop that now. It's back to the bad old days, so to speak, right? You know what I'm saying? Where people are just running around, getting out of jail, doing countless crimes, getting out of jail after they do the same thing 3 times.
That's another one.
It's not considered nonviolent.
You see this shit right here?
What's this here?
This another one.
Only
now,
tonight.
hold on. This chick right here is wild for the night. So she killed her boyfriend. She smoked her baby father, right? And dumped his body. And then went back and led the search party. Was posting on social media like, yo, help me find if anybody hear anything, which is what you're supposed to do.
Right.
But the fact that it's coming from a chick is like, whoa.
Right. I mean, they be the most conniving.
She smoked her baby father. She already got 5 kids, something like that.
Right.
She had, the last one was with dude.
Right.
And this is what it is.
Columbia police arrested a second person in connection with the death of a man who hadn't been seen since the week of Christmas. Eddie Brown has been charged with accessory after the fact in connection with the murder of Terrell Sims. Police say that Sims' girlfriend, Taylor Wardlaw, shot and killed him. She reported Sims missing from a home on Irvin Street on December 22nd. Investigators found Sims' body near a creek off Monticello Road earlier this month. Wardlaw has been charged with murder and possession of a firearm during a violent crime.
Real out here.
Real out here. He said it's real out here. Like, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You just got to be, I mean, it's crazy, man. That's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying?
Now, with all that being said, we got to come back home with it, right? We got to come back to where we from.
Right.
Now, the crazy thing about this is, like, I don't really try to keep up with the young dudes like that.
Yeah, me either. Not necessarily.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, we're in the culture, so, you know, the hip-hop dudes, you might be familiar with them from, they got a little
like,
if be involved with the culture.
it gotta be something genuine.
Right.
You feel me? So, long story short, you hear about the kid K-Flock. I didn't know about K-Flock until these charges. I didn't know nothing about him.
Me, I swear, touche, because I didn't either. That's how I be keeping my head
Like,
above the ground.
and it's crazy. But he's been locked up for murder. First of all, they saying he was hot. He had a buzz popping or whatever. He was at Rolling Loud and he was fighting with some other Bronx niggas out at Rolling Loud.
Right.
You feel me? So this is just what I found out after the charges and all that. You know what I'm saying?
And the funny thing, before I even play that, speaking of K Flock, like I was hearing this record on the radio, but I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of records they play on the radio that you don't know who some of these young dudes is. So when I found out who he was through this incident, I was like, oh, so that's this kid. The record I've been hearing.
I don't even turn the radio on, bro.
He's a drill rapper.
I don't even turn the radio on.
I promise you. I'll be in tune.
I promise you I don't turn it on. I purposely don't turn it on. It ain't an accident.
Yeah, he gets a lot of play. He could definitely get a lot of play.
So some shit happened where this dude ran across some dudes at a barbershop.
Allegedly. Mm-hmm.
I like that nigga put me.
Allegedly.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's just
like,
a fact.
Listen, and some shit popped off, and somebody dead, and he in jail for it. But this is the footage right here. That's the K Flock dude right there.
Right. Allegedly again.
They saying is the K
Right.
Flock dude. And this is so-called the dude that died. Well, that's the dude that died.
Right.
Ain't no allegedly in that. He's the guy that died.
After the video play, we're going to talk about what was reported and actually what we seen on this video here. We're going to talk about what was reported and what was seen. All right, so now obviously just sprayed off, and that's all she wrote. According to the reports that first came out, right, they said that K Flock confronted the guy in the barbershop. That was the report before this video came out. It was a big thing. The report was K Flock walking by the barbershop. He saw somebody. He saw a so-called op in the shop, walked in and confronted him. As we see in the video, he was walking by the shop, and the dude from the shop, he looked in, didn't even look. Like he was walking by, probably just glanced in. So the guy from the shop came out and confronted him. So that's why a lot of people are saying that he might be, but this is New York, so ain't no self-defense laws or whatever. If there was another state with self-defense laws, and
it's self-defense, but you still go to jail because you don't have the right to carry a gun. You end up you could get
charged, but you're gonna get charged.
You get self-defense.
Right.
But now, what were you doing with the weapon in the first place?
Right. That's another
right.
whole topic too about these.
Which honestly, look. If I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, right? At the end of the day, that's a fair trade. If your life is on the line.
Absolutely, I agree.
I'll take a gun charge over a murder.
Right.
When my life is on the line.
Absolutely. You say, "Oh, I had the right to defend myself," but think about the oxymoron of that. You had the right to defend yourself. Okay, somebody attacked you, you shot, but you're not supposed to have the gun. Okay, so if I didn't have a gun, then fam would have he probably just body me. Then what? So the laws in New York City is
But
really
did he have a gun?
It's twisted and fucked up.
Did he have a gun?
Right, but there should be some sort of legal.
In New York,
it should be some sort of.
In New York, there is the parameters in New York is, in order for you to kill, your life has to be on the line.
But they're gonna get you because for having a weapon, though.
That's a whole nother. But listen,
you can't beat it.
Having a weapon is way better charges than murder.
Of course.
So that's why I said at the end of the day, if that's the case, that's a fair trade. To me,
I would give not necessarily to me, right? Because
listen,
think about this though. In other states where you have, I ain't saying that they should make it legal to carry in New York. That needs to be talked through and all that. But in other states, like this.
So what are you saying? Wait. Before you elaborate.
Yeah.
You're not saying that we should be allowed to carry in New York.
Why not? Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You're saying that we are.
Yeah, I'm saying that we should be able to. Legally, if you go through the.
No, but you just said you're not saying that people should be able to carry because that need to be worked out and all that.
Oh no. Well, I misspoke. What I'm saying is, like I said, let me get my
point.
All
right. My fault. I had to because I caught that, and that shit made me like, whoa.
Oh no,
No,
I'm saying that people should be able to legally carry. If you go through the stipulations, right, and like you get whatever it requires. If it requires for you to not have a record, there should be some stipulation where people can carry, whether it's openly or you know what I'm saying, or
there's
closed, whatever. Right?
stipulations. It's just hard as fuck for a
And you
civilian to
can,
get it.
you can, but you have to be like an armed security. You have to be pristine, clean. Let me make my point. In other states, the same situation. If K Flock was in, let's say Memphis, right, so to speak, with this open carry law, and somebody, the same situation happened, and he defends himself, you ain't going down for the gun or for the murder, right? Because you legally, you know what I'm saying, can carry, and you defended yourself. But in here, they get you with the, okay, well, somebody attacked you, you defended yourself.
That's a fact.
We're gonna still put you in jail for
But
5 years.
what I'm saying is, well, what you saying is, you looking at it from best case scenario standpoint, from where at the end of the day, if you was out in Texas, out in Memphis, and all of those type of places, you would have
Right.
that right. But we not there. We're in New
Right.
York.
My point is
but
that
what I
the
feel
laws
you.
change.
But what I'm saying is, being that I'm in New York, and I know what the rules is,
Right.
I would gladly exchange the amount of time for illegally having the weapon when my life is on the line.
I got you, but that's cool and all that. But
I would take that. Like,
If
it
I
sounds
got
good. It sounds good to me. Like at the end of the
Anybody
day,
would take
listen,
that.
we know what it is.
Anybody
We
would
know
take
what
that.
it is. We know what. This is my shit. We know what it is. We here. We live here. We know what it is. And if you don't know, ignorance is no excuse to the law. What that means is you should know. Right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it is what it is. If you don't know, you should know.
Right.
If you don't know, it is what it is. But you should. And that being that you should, I feel like as a man, as a grown man, my life on the line, I'll gladly accept a gun charge while defending my life. It sounds like it's just it's a fair trade because I know what I'm dealing with. Am I gonna try to fight it and all that? Yeah. But at the end of the day, I know it was me. Now, you said
That's cool, but it shouldn't be a fair trade, right? Because if you're carrying and you just minding your business, you just carrying, but you're minding your business, and somebody tries to
can't
attack you,
talk-
and you got to defend yourself. You should just be clear. That's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying.
But we can't
it shouldn't
talk-
be a fair trade, in my
we
opinion.
can't
It shouldn't
talk-
be- It's not a fair trade.
and-
Because if you, K-Flock, if that was K-Flock, again, allegedly, he just walking by, he had it on him because he probably knew he had a few problems, whatever. But he wasn't looking to buy, kill nobody.
Pause
He
for a
came up on
second.
the shop.
Pause for a second. Pause for a second. Now, let's look at this video again. Stop.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes.
Wait a minute. The guy is walking by. Now, the crazy shit is, there's another video that came out that shows from the other angle
Right.
where right before he gets to this point where he's just walking by,
Right. I saw that.
right? Now, whoever the dude is, K-Flock or not, walked by and got to this point and stopped.
For a second. Play the
Wait a
video.
minute. Wait. He stopped, turned around.
Play it.
We can't see his face.
Now hold up. Now you got that right there. At that moment, how do we know he didn't stop? Let me make my point real quick before you elaborate. He was walking by. How do we know he didn't stop? Because as soon as he walked by, the dude in the barbershop got up. We can't see in the barbershop. As soon as he walked by, the dude in the barbershop probably got up, was coming to the door. So he stopped like, hold on, what's going on for a second? Because as soon as he walked off a little bit, dude came out the shop. See, we can't see the other angle. We can't see the shot and see like he stopped because fan probably came to the window like this. So he like, what's going on? We know how this shit rock in the city.
One thing we know.
He probably stuck his face in the glass. He probably stopped like, what's good?
Hold on. One thing we know we can't beat. No matter what. I don't care what it is in the world. One thing you know you cannot beat is motherfucking time. Stop. Pause. You see whoever you see.
Right.
He's there for 5 seconds before he spins off and keep pushing.
Right. He's again. Would you just say?
Hold up.
About to keep it pushing.
Hold up. He was there for 5 seconds. He stopped.
Okay.
And he turned around for 5 seconds. Whoever the nigga was.
Right. About to keep it pushing.
And that 5 seconds, this dude came out.
Right.
Now, hold on. This dude came out. Look at his posture.
He coming out. He's on it. He's
aggressive.
Yes.
He's aggressive. He's aggressive.
Right.
He says something right there.
Right. Right.
He says something to the nigga. Now,
Right.
no. Hold on. Listen. At the end of the day, it's a lesson. It's a lesson here. Because at the end of the day, one dude is in jail for this shit. Another dude is dead.
Yes.
Both of these niggas is under 22.
If the lesson is, if it ain't that serious, let it fly. Because
Bro.
if man wouldn't have came out the bomb shop, he'd have been alive today.
But we live.
He'd have been alive today.
But that's a fact. There's a culture though. Hold on. Nah. See what it is there's a culture being pushed that you got to be tough at all times.
Okay.
Tough over logic. Fuck what makes sense.
Right. I agree with that.
Jump all the way out the fucking window. What the fuck will make this nigga, hold up, son.
I agree with that.
This nigga got on motherfucking slippers. He ain't even prepared to fucking fight. He not even, look.
Right.
The nigga got slippers on.
Right.
Why the fuck niggas gotta be tough over logic? Like, that never made sense to me, nigga. I don't care if I was young, whenever. Logic always made more sense than tough.
Well, I mean, you're from a different generation than these kids are from.
Who the fuck is raising these niggas, bro?
You're from a different generation.
Who the fuck is raising these niggas? Who's raising these niggas, bro? Niggas from our generation.
Single mothers, that's just raising them.
Niggas from our generation. Niggas and women from our generation.
That's exactly who's raising them. Single mothers without the men in their life.
Bro.
That's why they act the way they act.
But this is all tied into the same shit we just was all talking about. Shit is turned up out here based off what? Now that the money's gone, the value of life is gone, bro.
Yeah, that's been going for a while now, man. That's these young kids they don't value life at all. That's
everything was all good just a week ago, nigga. When the government was cutting them checks, there was so much more wet flowing, and bottles popping. Niggas ain't have time to kill a nigga.
Yeah, this youth is running around. There's a whole different scenario going on, man.
It's twisted, bro. And this a nigga, like I said, I didn't know nothing about this nigga music until after this shit. Then there's another video where they saying the nigga had the fucking hoodie on, the same shit as that, and he flashed the blicky, talking about I'm spinning the block, looking for ops type shit.
Well, they're saying that that's what happened in this scenario here.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, but the video shows
No,
contrary to
no.
that.
What I'm saying is, there's another video of a time that they're saying was before this happened that he
Right.
posted on some social media with him flashing the burner and letting niggas know where and showing the area he's in and letting niggas know he's in this area and I'm
Right.
spinning the block and I'm looking for ops. That's what the title was.
Oh, got you. I believe
Right.
that because like, listen, these kids, they running on ignorance, man. That sounds like something that a young 19-year-old, 20-year-old kid would do that with no guidance. They're running on ignorance, so I'm not surprised by that. It's unfortunate.
Man.
It's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I guess he'll be all right. I know we're gonna spend the rest of the whole show on this one
Nah,
scenario, but I guess
nah.
he'll be all right.
We're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna get a little light with it. Actually, if
Yes,
you see
sir.
this shit,
See, you bring up shit that
changing something and you don't see it clearly yet. But you hear
hold on.
changing something and you don't see it clearly yet. But you hear and this is where most people would not face Jesus anymore. What most people would do is turn away.
nah. Nah, this is crazy. He's preparing himself.
What I'm telling you, it's just as he's physically standing here, knowing what's coming. God's saying, can you physically and spiritually and emotionally be able to stand? When getting the vision or receiving it might get nasty. I'm going to say it in a point just like that. Receiving vision from God might get nasty. You mean, God, I just bought, in crazy faith, I just bought my dream car. And now you're going to ask me to sell it back and ride in the hoopty again? Yeah, because the vision I'm about to give you, it might get nasty. And do you hear and see the responses of the people?
Like what? Like what are we doing here?
What I'm telling you
You see
is
the,
how you
see
just
the glob on the
reacted.
side of his beard.
It's how the
Big
people
glob.
in your life will react.
Look at the
When
glob.
God is doing what it takes
Look at the glob.
for the
people.
miracle. What are you saying?
Yeah, put the arrow
This
next to the
man
put the
was
arrow next to the
blind.
glob. Look at the
And
arrow
what he
next to
was
the
trying
glob.
to do with this man is give him his DNA.
Next to the glob.
yo,
What's going on?
yo, bro, yo,
What is
bro,
going on here, man?
yo, bro.
Like, you see, this is why some people choose to not be religious. You know, this is why. This is why some people just choose not to be religious.
Yo, bro.
It's blasphemous. A lot of it to be blasphemy.
Now, this nigga said it might get nasty.
It might get nasty. Now, but you had to prove your point by rubbing spit in the brother's face. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that, man. 'Cause that's just crazy right there.
But you know what's crazy? At the end of the day, he's crazy, right? But there's niggas that be smacking they fucking followers and shit.
Absolutely.
There's niggas that be throwing rice on their followers and shit.
No, doing sexual things to the women. Absolutely.
But we don't give a fuck about the niggas who rape our community.
No, it's different, man. It's different. Like,
Nah,
some of
real
these-
shit. Listen, it's the
some of
same.
these folks is crazy.
It's the same categories. These niggas is running in the same game. Like there's niggas out here with private planes based off of poor people preaching the same shit this nigga was preaching, bro.
That's different, man. I'm
Like,
say that's
at the end of the day, that shit was hilarious to me. And what made it more hilarious is the nigga apologized, right? It allowed me to paraphrase, right? Because I don't have the video. You know what I'm saying? If I get the video, I'll attach it to the clip and post it with the clip at the end of the clip, the video of his apology, right? But the nigga went something like, he's an extreme pastor, so he does extreme shit to garner the attention of his followers, right?
That seemed like that was a clout chasing video.
But he wrapped it up with, the man was blind before I put spit on him, and he was blind after. No miracle there. Yo.
So what he's saying that the guy that he put spit on
Like,
was blind?
exactly he pretty much said because he apologized for the shit. He was like, he's saying that he went overboard, and you know what I'm saying? He feel bad for going overboard and doing all of that, right? But he wrapped it up with, like, I'm not Jesus, because I guess there's a scripture where Jesus spit on some dude, and the dude got his sight back based off Jesus' spit. So he was trying to emulate that.
Right.
But he's like, nigga, I'm not Jesus. Like, he made light of it at the end of the day. But my thing is, he should have doubled down on that shit, nigga. He should have doubled down on that shit.
So it took him to do the action to realize he's not Jesus. Like, come on, that's why I said some people.
No, he knew what. Listen, at the end of the day, he should have doubled down on that shit. Fuck the apology. Yeah, I spit on him, and I'm gonna do it again. And if the plan was for the nigga he spit on to act like he got his sight back, or he could see the whole time and he was acting like he was blind, whichever, and he was supposed to act like he got his sight back, stick with the fucking plan, nigga.
Yeah, that guy wasn't blind though. That guy was looking clearly into the audience and turned around. He knew it was coming. Then turned around.
And nigga picked a line of spit off his mouth, bro.
Right. That was just nasty. That was, like I said, I don't even want to elaborate too much on that. That
was
straight nasty, right?
Bananas, there. Bro. Bananas.
No religion or no in this world would allow me to let anybody, one woman or a man, rub some spit in my face. Please, come on, man.
Oh, I forgot something. See, I had something that was supposed to go with the last segment. This is another one where niggas is bugging out here. But this one was actually kind of, to me, justified.
A Fulton County judge has denied bond again for an Uber driver accused of shooting and killing one of his passengers and injuring another in a manslaughter case.
Fox 5's Angelique Proctor listened to witnesses on both sides of the case at today's bond hearing.
Kevin Fulton's family told the court this death has been devastating and has taken so much from them. Vino, as they called him, was a recent graduate of Morehouse College and had so much promise.
To grant the defendant bail would cause the family an extremely unhealthy and perpetual high degree of anxiety.
Several members of Kevin Fulton's family vehemently asked a judge not to grant bond for former Uber driver Nigel Nimhart. Prosecutors say the 36-year-old was behind the wheel when Fulton and two friends asked Nimhart to change the genre of music on the radio. According to investigators, the exchange got so heated that the Uber driver pulled over, dialed 911, and asked the three passengers to get out of his car. The defense explains what happened to the driver like this.
The deceased person got out of the vehicle. Another person got out of the vehicle. They went to the front, to the driver's side of my client. One of the individuals spat in the face of my client, and the other individual said, well, we're going to kill you.
Prosecutors say the defense's account is not true. They say there is video of the shooting from the Chevron gas station that will show the young father was running away when he was shot in the back. The defense argued Nimhart fired in self-defense and has never even been arrested in the past. The suspect's mother asked the court to release her son on bond.
He's a loving, caring person. He loves kids. He loves everyone. He loves to work.
But Kevin's mother told the judge the suspect's mother will never feel the pain she does.
She still has her son. I do not. A parent should not have to bury a child. Your Honor, this is not how it's supposed to be. And forgive me for sounding angry because I am.
The judge denied bond in the emotionally charged case. So the judge says no bond for now. Prosecutors say they will re-indict this case so that the defendant will face not only felony murder, but murder charges as well. In downtown, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
Fulton County, that's Atlanta.
And take a look at this video.
I believe so. I'm not sure, bro.
I think.
I just found that shit crazy. Well, what do you do now? What are you doing now? He's fucked because dude shot in the back. You know what I'm saying? Even though he spit on him, shot the nigga in the back.
Right. You know, you can't even say like your reaction if you got the ratty, right, and you sitting in your car and they could be like, yo, fuck you, and spit, you know, I'm just saying it probably wasn't the right thing to do, but just your impulses, you want to hurt that person, you want to do something to them. Instead of jumping out the car running, you probably just gonna pull out and
Nah, facts. Nigga spit on my face.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga spit in your face.
And
you want it right there.
Right
there. Your mind is not even thinking logically.
And you know, of course he regretted, like, damn, now I'm in a situation now, and I wish I just got out, maybe pistol whipped him, right? But at that point, man, one thing people got to realize about humans, man, like, when you react on impulse without thinking, you always can regret it later. You never really mean to do something, but
nah, it's a fact.
And we react
hold on.
The impulse
hold on.
Spit in your face is to want to do
you
harm.
Do mean to do
you
something.
That in your hand,
you don't mind. Hold on. Let's keep it a buck. At the end of the day, we don't mind what we do. We mind the repercussions of what we do. Because if he could have shot that dude in the back and got away with it, is he really gonna feel that bad?
Probably not.
So we feel.
He probably will. It depends on the person.
I'm talking about this. At the end of the day, is he? I wanted to shoot him.
Right.
The nigga spit in my face, and if I listen, and if possibly I was in that situation again,
I'll do the same thing. What are you talking about?
If I could get away with it, so like.
Yeah, but you know what? Like I said, impulsively, you probably feel that way. But then you think about it, like, damn, I ain't really have to. I could have jumped out, chased them. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you're right. If you could get away with something, you might not feel the same way you feel after you're in the court with handcuffs, right, and shackles. You know
what kills me though?
But you do think different after you calm down. That's why something that
what really kills me about it all,
men and women, is never make a decision or do something in the moment.
Right.
Because you'll regret it. You know what I'm saying? Or make decisions, even more relevant, never make decisions when you're angry, right? Because you'll think about it later and you might have a totally different take on it. So that's relative to that situation. It's crazy, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. But on the real, it's more or less, I'm more or less like, I could dig it where, do he feel bad? But what kills me with the whole shit, the whole thing of this whole thing was the mother. For me.
Which mother?
His mother.
The victim's mother or the shooter's?
The shooter's mother.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, he's such a good kid. He loves kids. Yeah,
yo, she was so unbelievable. If they could have, yo, she looked like she was his battered woman. Speaking like she didn't look convincing at all. Like he loves children.
She looked like a mother trying to speak for her son. You know what I'm saying? She looked like a mother trying to speak positive for her son, but she didn't look like she didn't look like she even believed what she was saying.
She couldn't even go in depth with positivity. She said he loves children.
What did the children have to do with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was hilarious. Now, it was hilarious and sad.
She could say like he's a good person, he's a loving person, he takes care of everybody, like blah 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 blah. Show some emotion, drop a tear. She looked like she was more happy that nigga was locked up, nigga.
That's great. He loves children. What does that mean? People can take that right. He loves children, really.
She looked like she was happy, like this nigga be hitting me.
Nah.
Like, I'm glad y'all spit on him before I did. She looked like the type of mother that spit on people. You know, you got those type of mothers that it be those the reggae moms, the Jamaican mothers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they spit on you and shit.
Right.
Like I spit like. She happy, like she was like, yo, the next time he didn't fucking do something, I was gonna spit on that nigga. He probably would have clapped me. He loves children.
Yeah, like, what does that have to do with anything? Man? That was crazy. Like you said, totally unbelievable.
He loves children. He loves children. I was like, yo, crazy.
That was nuts.
Nah. Did you hear about? I don't have the video, but what's his name? Jim Jones on Angela Yee's podcast.
Oh, talking about his mom, talking about the tongue kiss.
Talking about the tongue kiss.
Yeah,
how you feel about that?
I thought that was crazy.
How you feel about that?
I thought it was nuts. I feel like I think most of the comments people were saying like it just sounds crazy. I don't know, man. That's just that's not how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? My mother was never the type that was teaching me. That's something I have to learn on my own. You know what I'm saying? My mother's not going to teach me.
Is that not incestuous?
Yes, it is very incestuous. Absolutely, that's the proper word. Very incestuous. Yes. For him to say something like that almost seems like, you know what I'm saying, he's saying that to try to...
Even to have a conversation like that.
More attention for himself, because, like, it's funny when people say things like that never really brought anything like that up before. Jim Jones been in the game for a long time, never really said anything like that. I think people say stuff because they want to add shock value or something. Let me say something that I've never said before. I've been in the game 20 years, but I've never spoken about this. I think, a lot of times, I think people be making up shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not saying he is, but I mean... He maybe is. I think people be making up shit.
I'm not saying he is, but maybe he is.
Let me say my mom's tongue taught me how to tongue kiss. Like, who does that? Like,
I'm going to tell you why.
Where?
This is what I took from it, right? This is how I saw it. I saw it more or less like the dude was speaking freely and said something that he didn't think nothing was wrong with until he found out something was wrong with it.
That's
which was right there.
I mean,
because at the end of the day, let's listen, wait. His words was, my mother taught me how to kiss. Angela Yee responded with, my parents don't even kiss me on the cheek. Something of that.
Right.
He's like, but that's my mother. He didn't see nothing wrong with it up until that point. Then
he was raised wrong.
He did the video retracting it.
Did he? I didn't see all that.
Yeah, he did a video retracting it, saying
what? What he said?
Saying,
what was said?
My mother never put
that, or?
She never put her tongue in my mouth. She showed me what to do with her tongue, type shit.
Okay, now see, if he'd have said that from the beginning, like, my mother showed me what to do. She ain't kissed me, but she kind of showed me, like, hey, you do this, you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. That makes sense to me. That's cool. Mother could do that. But from the perception that I heard, that he was like, yo, my mom was like this. Nah, come here, Jimmy. Come here, Jimmy.
Bro, that's weird to me either way. That's weird to me either way. Why are you teaching yourself? Bro.
It takes the weirdness out for me. It makes the weirdness out for me if there was no contact. From the original, from his original statement, they were saying like, yo, there was contact. But if that's your mom, like you said, that's your mother.
All right,
like,
so let me
take. Your mother's in front of you, like, listen, you kiss a girl, you put your tongue out.
Hold on. Let's take the mother-son. Let's take the mother-son equation out of it, right?
That sounds totally fine.
Hold on. let's take the mother-son equation out of it. Let's put the uncle-niece equation.
Well, that's not what happens. I'm not trying to put that.
No, but
exactly what
bro.
down.
But you see how, you see how shit just switched up.
Right, because that's a totally different scenario. That's the uncle niece like that. That's a totally different scenario.
Hold on, all right, father, daughter. Right. No, you're right. The same way you feel about that is the same way it's supposed to be felt the other way. If I don't see no grown man teaching his daughter how to tongue kiss no fucking, so why the fuck is your mother?
That's different.
No. So why is your mother feel comfortable enough with you where she feels like she could teach you how to kiss a woman, bro? Whether she actually kissed you or not.
That's different. Listen,
Nah, that's bullshit, bro.
That's it.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
We're gonna agree to disagree. That's different.
That's bullshit, man. Because it's this. Listen, listen. I'm gonna tell you what's real. No, I'm gonna tell you what's real.
Right. So that's it. You can't really speak for
what?
I have 3 daughters, so I would never be trying to teach them because listen, we dread them.
Exactly. I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. And you're not supposed to. So the mother is supposed to feel like, let me get you ready for sex.
Right.
So a mother supposed to teach her son how to get ready for sex.
If he don't got a father in his life,
no, get the fuck out of here. You out your fucking mind, bro.
I'm never out
you
my
mind. Nah, no way, no way, no. So wait a minute. If you're single,
if he don't have no man in his life, no father figure in his life, who else is gonna prepare him?
Some things you're gonna have to learn on your own because there's not a man there.
And that's cool too. But I'm saying that's cool too if you learn on your own. But I have no problem.
It's not cool.
Listen,
I understand what you're saying. Girls, it's not cool.
Boys
it's not
different than girls.
They are.
Right.
But molestation is molestation, bro.
Right. Remember, we talking about no contact. You said he retracted and said there was no contact.
Right.
I don't have a problem with her because.
But she also said, she told him how to have sex. She told him how to what to do when you fucking a girl. What kind of conversation is that for a mother and a son, bro? I don't give a fuck what you talking about, my nigga. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's no excuse for a mother to be talking sexually.
Somebody got to teach. Somebody got to teach them and tell them what they expect, bro. Nah, we don't agree, and that's cool.
Nah, hell no, that's weird.
That's cool. Nah,
that's weird.
No weird
but look, no, that's weird.
So, all right, so
hold on. I'm gonna play this video real quick.
It's not weird. No, hold on. It's not weird for a man to do that, though, right?
What you mean?
So it's not weird for his father to do that.
His father to do what?
You said his mother told him, like, tell him, listen, about, when you have sex with female, this is what you're going to do. So if a man would have told him, it would have been okay if his father would have been preparing him for that?
To an extent.
That would have been okay then. That's what you said.
To an extent, yes.
How? So, but his father wasn't there. He had a mother.
Right.
All right.
Because listen, I'm going to tell you what it does. No, I'm going to tell you what it does. I'm going to tell you what it does. No. I'm gonna tell you what it does, because what it does is now it creates this type of relationship between them, the mother and the son, like to where now this is your first girlfriend.
Now you know what's funny too. And I don't want to speak to it because my kids are actually in here, but why I'm related to this, because this just recently happened kind of with me with my son, right? He's 12, about to be 13 in a couple of weeks, right? And I don't want to hear you, but he recently, his mother, you know what I'm saying? We tight, that's my son or whatever. But he recently was having the little, he loves his mother. He's tight with his mother. He's recently having the wet things, the wet nightmares. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Got you.
Now, she went to his phone and kind of saw something about that, so she related. I'm around. She was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Your son, boom, boom, this. I said, oh, word, he didn't even tell me about that. He did mention it to me, but he ain't really, you know what I'm saying? So we talked about some things about that, but like I'm saying, but she relayed that to me because I'm here, because I'm around, right? if I wasn't around, she would have to go over that with them, Sama, because if I wasn't around, or God forbid I wasn't alive or here, she would have to explain to them what that's about and right, what the spat and all of that. But because I'm here, okay, let me relate that to your father, because he can relate to that.
But
100%.
that's different. Going through puberty,
pre-exposed them to that. But just recently, she happened to come across someone's phone and told me about it, and I was like, okay, we had a conversation about that recently, so let me further elaborate. If I wasn't around, she would have to go into detail about that with them. Somebody got to teach them, bro.
Going through puberty, and actually, just like I believe taking your son to get head is molestation.
Well, that's
I don't feel like a father and a son is supposed to be partaking in sexual activities together. In no way, shape, form.
Nah, you bugging out. So you tell me, I'm gonna say at a certain age. So you telling me, all right, so hold on.
I lost him on that one. Where you at, Doc? That's a fact, though. Like, it don't matter.